Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. In this video, I am going to be showing you how you can beat Tricephalos, who is the first boss in Elden Ring Nightreign, as a solo. On day 1 and day 2, I'm going to be showing you just kind of the route that I take, the planning that I do, and also what gear and equipment I'm, kind of on the search for. And then on day 3, I'm obviously going to be showing you how I actually deal with Tricephalos himself, or themselves, technically, because they can split into 3 and they have 3 heads. So I'm going to be doing this as Iron Eye. You can do this with however you want. Most of the stuff in this video is still going to apply to you, but a little bit more of this stuff in the video will apply to you if you're playing Iron Eye. And also, they're a pretty good character in general. And these are the relics that I have on. Nothing too crazy here. I've got an extension of my character ability, which is nice. And then also +1 additional character ability, which is pretty nice. But if you don't have any relics at all, and again, if you're playing a different character, all of that is completely fine. Most of the stuff in this video is still going to be helpful. If you'd like me to do a video on a different character, like if I do the same thing, but with Guardian, then let me know like which person you would like me to do that as. Wow, that was a weird way of saying it. Anyway, first thing you want to do when you load into day 1 is mark the nearest church of Marika, which is where you get the flasks from. So for me, this is my nearest church. I'm gonna just go ahead and mark that. I have actually spawned directly next to it, which means there's gonna be some rats in here, and I want to use my character ability, shoot him, and he's gonna die. Next one, use character ability, shoot, they're dead. And that is just gonna be much faster than shooting them 2 or 3 times with an arrow. So I have my flask, that's great, and now I'm gonna head to this area. Now, if you're someone that's been playing trios a lot with just like random people, one big difference you're gonna notice when you start playing solo to try and, just do it for the challenge, is if you don't kill these enemies, they're going to mess you up when you're fighting the boss. I actually didn't have to kill that enemy because I thought this was the place where the golem spawns in, but it's not. But I mean, the point will stand for later. This is a Mausoleum Knight who is a little bit awkward for Iron Eye to fight because they can teleport and they block a lot of my attacks, which is just a little bit annoying. But what I'm going to be doing is continuously reapplying my weak point, and when they do an attack that I know is kind of out of my range, I'm going to use my Ash of War, my default Ash of War, my weapon, which is Mighty Shot, to try and break their stance and also do more damage on the weak point, break their guard if they're blocking. And you'll notice while they were down there, I was using my control attack, my heavy attack, to do extra damage to them, and now they are dead. Great thing about Iron Eye is that he's very mobile whenever he's attacking, which means I can dodge enemies' attacks while I'm still attacking them, which you would have seen a couple of times there. So I just got a little perk that's probably not going to be the most useful thing ever, but that's okay. And now I'm going to start heading up to the second church. So as soon as I'm done with that, I'm not going to kill the enemies or anything like that. I'm just going to start heading to the second church while clearing out the kind of POIs leading up to it, if that makes sense. So this here is a camp. This is a flame chariot camp, a very fiery area. And there is a fast way of killing these things if you didn't know, which looks like this. You want to jump on top of them and then just press the normal attack button like you would for a backstab, and you're going to get a critical hit, and it's just going to do 1/3 of their health bar because there are only 3 flame chariots, so it's just going to be an insta-kill, and that is the fast way of taking these guys out. Now, sometimes it doesn't work. You want to kind of try and run up on them a little bit. It's going to be the easiest way. It's going to be easiest to do this when they don't notice you. But if they notice you, it's going to be a little bit harder to pull off. But you can absolutely still do it when they're aggroed onto you. But just so that this is easier for me, I'm going to try running behind it here a little bit. I'll just try and jump onto it from here. And there we go. You teleport onto them a little bit. But that is going to be the easiest way of doing it. That's going to blow up, so you got to stand a little bit away from it just so that you don't get killed. And now I'm going to accept my perk. I am going to have to dodge that attack. Probably going to have to take you out as well so that you don't blow me up. Rightio. So my first option, there wasn't much of a choice. It was either like something really not useful or defeating enemies restores HP, which is obviously much more useful. So I'm going to... for this one, I don't need HP restoration upon attacks with the candlestick, and I don't need successful guarding because I'm not going to be guarding. So obviously I'm going to be getting the one that gives me 10% more runes, because that's going to be very, very useful for the entire duration of this run. So clearly that is the one that I'm going to go for. Sometimes it's nice to go for perks that are going to be like somewhat useful now in the moment, but in general it's going to be better to get the perks that are going to be more beneficial for your entire run. And obviously the plus 10% runes is very, very useful, especially since we're only at the start of the run. Sometimes that's maybe not such a great perk if you're at the end of your run, but we're at the start of my run, so that's a very, very useful little passive perk there. I am checking up here because sometimes the Leyendell Knights, who I'm going to be fighting, do spawn up here, so I'm just checking up here for them. They're not here, but I might as well open these chests anyway, see if I get anything good. Don't need casting spells, and I don't need improved magic attack power. It is very okay to not take anything, because if I don't take anything now, it is going to mean it is faster for me to take stuff later. I'm not going to use my ability on this guy. I was hoping he wouldn't hit me there, because I know that there's one of him, but then there's also going to be two together, I think. Maybe that's the Banished Knights, though, actually. Unfortunately, I got a headshot there, otherwise I could have got a critical hit, but that's okay. Just reapplying my character ability once it's been broken. And now we're going to look for the other two. There should be 3 of them. You are not one of them. There is a pumpkin head there. So, as I was saying earlier, what you'll notice if you're playing solo is that these enemies that normally you can just ignore because you're like rushing the boss really quickly are going to be way more of a problem. So what I'm doing here is I'm trying to line up these 3 so that I can fully charge my ults and just take them all out at the same time. That's a very useful thing that Iron Knight can do. Gonna use my Ash of War and my bow here because that is going to break their guard and allow me to finish them off. I did try and go for a crit there, it just didn't quite work out, but that's okay. I didn't need to heal, but that is also alright. Now the last one should be here. There you are. You got the bow. Note that I tried to hit the normal enemy with that ability as well, because it's going to do a crazy amount of damage once I break their posture, their guard. This guy is annoying. Oh, I broke his thing though. So now we're just gonna get behind him and finish him off. Try it this time. I didn't need to because he wasn't guarding. Alright, and now we can just deal with this guy. If you're playing trios, normally you can just take this guy out straight away and ignore the enemies because you'll kill them really quickly if all 3 of you are attacking them at the same time. But if you're playing solo, those enemies are gonna sneak up on you and just absolutely like stun lock you, and you're gonna get taken out. At least for me, that's what's been happening as Iron Eye. So this time I haven't got a headshot, which means I can finish them off with a critical hit, like so. And then I'm going to be able to claim my rewards. I'm going to go for the extra ruins here. I had a bow that would have done more damage than the bow I currently have, or I could get 10% extra runes, and I took the 10% extra runes because, you know, again, that's going to be much better for the duration of the run, because there's a pretty good chance I'm going to find a better bow, or I can just upgrade my bow, but I'm not guaranteed to get the plus 10% runes again. So I might as well just take that, and now I'm getting 20% extra runes in total because I got that same perk twice, which is very useful for me. So we're just coming into this church. I'm going to get the flask, which is very nice. Now I've got 5, and now we're just going to go to the next closest POI. I'm in the circle, but that is okay because I'm still just doing the outside. Like, I don't want to go to the very central area here or anything. On day 1, you generally just want to be clearing out the outer area of the map as much as possible, and that's pretty much it. In the interest of time, I am just going to use my ulti here because I want to clear out these enemies, and I just want to get this done nice and quickly. And also, as a solo, I have had some trouble with this boss. Sometimes the baby enemies just creep up on me. I'll take that for now. Probably not going to be using it for so long. I'll take improved critical hits. It's not the worst thing ever. Gonna make this go on my back for the fashion. And now we're gonna go up here, and I'm going to get the, I don't know what it's called, like the intel from this thing. It's gonna tell me where the scarabs are or something. Learn about locale, that's it. And then these are useful if you're playing a mage. You can get a star from there. What did I get? I got the scarabs one. Okay. So now we know where they are. And the scarabs always drop, oh, a stone sword key is nice, and a warming stone is nice as well. That's why it's good to open up those chests too. Right, so now, before the ring starts closing in, I'm going to try and get this done as well. So if you think about where I spawned in here. I did this, and then this, and then this, and then this, and then this. So very, like, outer edges. Because what's going to happen is on day 2, I'm going to want to be doing the inner edges. And what I've just seen is a boss here. This is a tree sentinel. And I'm just quickly going to check how much damage I'm doing. And I am actually doing a little bit, but I'm not doing enough right now. So instead of spending like a crazy amount of time fighting this boss now, which I absolutely could do, I'm going to not do that, and instead I'm just going to continue on with my original plan, because it's going to be better to fight this boss later when I'm actually doing, you know, better damage, somewhat reasonable damage. Because the whole thing about Nightreign is you want to snowball, right? You want to be getting so powerful that you can kill that type of boss pretty quickly, and I am not at that point yet. So I'm going to heal up, and I'm going to just reach the top of this castle. These enemies you don't need to worry about, because they're not really going to be aggroing on you when you get to the top. They don't really follow you that quickly, so you normally have time to take out the boss before they start catching up to you. We'll see if gonna be eating my words here. Oh no, it's not. Okay, sometimes there's like a golem here that you can fight, but I've actually got a crystallion. Now, crystallions are one of the more annoying enemies for Iron Eye to fight, because I do not do any stance breaking damage. So I'm gonna have to be relying on my Ash of War here, on my bow. Yeah, I'm gonna kill this guy because he's actually part of the boss though. And I'm gonna reapply my weak point because I want that to break, because that is going to stagger the boss, which for me would be very useful. Still not staggering, that's okay. Just gonna keep reapplying weak point, using this ability, and that is exactly why I think they have been broken, which means now I'm actually going to do reasonable damage to them, and I'm gonna be able to get that kill. So your default Ash of War for Iron Eye is actually really, really good against particular bosses like that one right there. I got a better bow because I didn't need the other thing. I think it was like some type of damage negation when guarding or something, I'm not too sure. Improved weapon range attacks is brilliant. So even though I don't need those staffs, it's very good to just quickly check their passives, because improved weapon range attacks is obviously very useful as Iron Eye. So the ring is closing in here. Gonna really quickly... Okay, no, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna mark this guy, because that guy is the tree sentinel that I came across. Just while the ring is closing in, I'm just gonna do a little bit more damage to them, so that just so that they're gonna be easier to kill after day 1 is over. Because on day 2, that is when you want to try and start killing those bosses. But I wouldn't mind a little level up first from the end of day 1 boss fight, because I think that's gonna be a little bit easier than the tree sentinel. But since I got nothing else to do, I'm just gonna try and get this guy a little bit low, so that he's easier to kill the next day. Or if I'm fast, maybe just take him out entirely. I don't know, we'll see. Got a couple of level ups there from that last fight, so we might be able to just do it. So with Iron Eye's ability, you'll see there, I dodged while attacking, and that's very, very, very useful. And again, just dodging while attacking. And sometimes you're not going to be able to do it. Like right now, I can't do it because I don't have it on cooldown, right? So it's not available to me. And that's completely fine. You don't always need to do it. Just when you can, it's going to be better too, because you're going to be doing more sustained damage, more DPS. So always keep an eye on ability. Let know when you have it, because now I don't have it. If I tried to use it there, I would have just died, right? I'm not going to use my ulti, even though it is kind of tempting, because I think we're probably not going to be able to kill this guy now. Oh, I think I missed that character ability, so I want to use the next one. So your weak point starts flashing. I didn't get it in time. That's annoying. Your weak point starts flashing when it's like almost over, when it's almost done. And that's when it's best to reapply it so that it doesn't run out on the enemy. But I wasn't able to reapply it in time there, but that's okay. So we got this guy a lot lower than I thought we were gonna get him, so that's pretty nice. Just dodging away at that, and now I'm trying to slowly walk backwards. No, you know what? I think we're gonna kill this guy. So I actually am gonna use my ulti. Gonna try and get him now. He's shielding me. Alright, come on, bro. Just dodging out of the way of that. There we go. He is dead. I didn't think we'd get that. Alright, nice. We're nicely lined up. Here, many periodical glint blades. I don't need the other two, so we will be taking that, and I'll be taking it for the shields. And I'm just gonna quickly swap this for the shield and equip this. Enhanced shot, mighty shot. Okay, we got enhanced shot. Right, so now here we are. Enemies are spawning in. A couple of them just died because of my periodical glint blades already, so that's nice. And we've got our more powerful bow as well. So these enemies are just dying pretty quickly, which is cool. And now this guy's about to get messed up. Lovely. Oh, there's more. I thought that was going to be it. So, you know, this isn't the boss yet, but it's the little group of enemies that spawns before the boss. And sometimes here it can be good to take your time so that your ultimate charges more, but I'm not really too worried about that right now. It's a bell-bearing hunter. I've seen this guy give a lot of people a lot of trouble. To be fair, I don't think I've ever actually fought him solo before. I normally just do it in a team, but so far it doesn't seem to be being much of a problem. I say as I get hit. Tend to just run away from that second attack and just keep shooting. Reapply the weak point. Dodge away. Dodge out of his range is what I try to do. Then when he starts attacking again, just use my ability again. Like so. Heal up. And a double heal just in case. God, that does have range. And now at a safe distance, we're gonna attack him from here. I think we'll probably get him. Better safe than sorry though. Didn't want to do that last shot. Just in case. And now he is dead. Wonderful. Critical hits increase damage inflicted upon enemies. The successive attacks restore HP, I think, is quite useful. I believe I can have that activated on a bow, and I like HP restoration. So we're already level 10, so that is pretty solid. This was a good start, and I do actually have a stone sword key. I kind of want to make my way over to this church though, because I do want to have another flask. I would always advise trying to have 6 flasks, and you don't need to get 7. Like, there's another church over here as well, but I'd be kind of wasting a lot of time if I went all the way over here to get this church, and then also all the way over here. Like, that's kind of a lot of different places that I'm going. So what I'm gonna do is go to this place, maybe take out this enemy, get the church, and then maybe take out this enemy as well. And if you have like big boss enemies, I think they're called the formidable enemies, that aren't in very good locations, like let's say all of my formidable enemies were at the very bottom of the map, what you can do instead is just go to the center of the map, because it's pretty much the same level of difficulty. So if, you know, this guy and this guy are down here, just go to the center of the map instead, or do the center of the map on the second half of the day, if that makes sense. I think there might have been an easier way to get up here, but seems I missed my jump, so just gotta get up the slow way. So I think Worm Face is gonna be up here, and what I tend to do against this guy is attack him and his buddy at the same time with my ability, and then use my ulti. I don't think I didn't get the boss with that one. That's okay. Just quickly gonna take this guy out, and now we're gonna focus on you. I am gonna sprint in here, get you with this because I didn't get you the first time, and now so that I don't get death blighted, I gotta run away a little bit. You just fell through. I'm gonna ADS here, aim for the head because I can. Ah, you're teleporting. All right, that's just fine. We broke the weak point. Should be pretty low. Oh, we broke your guard, and now you are dead. All right, and then we're gonna go, I'll clear out this one as well. I think that should be the same boss. Sleep, holy power, yeah, negation. Whenever you get extra damage negation, that's just probably gonna be the right one to take, because it's always gonna be useful. I think the perk was for holy, magic, fire, and lightning negation or something like that. Since Tricephalos uses fire damage, then that is a useful perk. But even if it's not good for the final boss, it can just be useful for the remaining bosses of day 2 as well. Just helps you stay alive, which is obviously very beneficial. Yeah, that allowed me to travel quite far. Always good to try and use the map mobility to the best of your, as best you can. So I use the Spirit Spring there to jump up and traverse the map much faster. I don't normally use the trees because I think it's generally just not crazy useful unless it's like a certain map modifier or something. Don't want to aggro too many enemies here. I'm hoping this guy just doesn't follow me, but if he does, I mean, it's not the end of the world. Where is the boss? Here you are. Oh, I guess I'll kill you as well. Break the weak point, and then just keep shooting. You don't have to go for the critical hit. It's good to do sometimes, and sometimes it's like not as good to do as just finishing them off. So this time I don't have my ulti, but that's okay. We're gonna do pretty much the same thing. Take this guy out, and then gonna reapply the weak point on this guy, and then I'm gonna heal so that I don't die, and then we're gonna start poking him with arrows. So that's an example of where me just slowly walking away from the boss still dodges their attack. If I was any other character there and I was attacking, I get hit by that. But as Iron Eye, I was just slowly backing away from him, and I still dodged it, which is useful. Also, you'll see that I didn't reapply my weak point there. You could have if you really wanted to, but I just didn't, and I still killed them. Oh, this fell down. Interesting. Improved critical hits, charging attacks. I'd rather have stance, breaky things. I think this was a hidden passageway, so I'm going to quickly check in here. Restores FP. I'll get the inflicting poison damage, might be useful. Again, none of the rest is really all so useful for me. So that is this place done. Now I want to head to the church itself. No, I want to head to this guy. That's what we're doing. Now, if this ends up being a boss that you are not good against, like let's say it's Deathrite Bird or something, don't fight it. Like if you absolutely hate Deathrite Bird and you suck against them, just don't fight it. Just move on and do the next thing. It's not the end of the world. You can actually have a quick look to see if we're good. Yeah, this is a nice ring, I think, because it's still going to allow me to do the central area, I believe. I'll double check in a second when I'm not fighting a boss, and we'll make sure. Just gonna pop the ulti, charge it up, unleash those. Weak point broke. They didn't get to cast their glint blades. Using my ability to dodge, and then just guard breaking. Hopefully the weak point's gonna break now as well in a second, which means this boss is really having a rough time. They're not really able to get many attacks in here, unfortunately for them. There we go. And they got some glint blades. Kind of confusing with all of mine as well. Oh wow, that got me pretty low. Okay, let me just heal up here. Thank you for the patience. Okay, almost died there, and then I got a little bit nervous, but I think we're okay. I used my character ability at a not fantastic time. So it's good to use as a dodge, but I mean, rolling is still going to be better sometimes. I mean, I just messed up the dodge, to be honest. Messed up the usage of the character ability. See, now this is good. This does poison. My bow does not do anything. 103, 84. Yeah, I don't really need poison. If you're against a poison boss, that would be very useful, but I don't really need that right now. So I'm just gonna get, if I do a critical hit on someone, then I do more damage against the boss, which is useful. So now, this ring is closing in, but I do still have time to get the thing from this place, and then run back to the ring. So that is what I'm going to do. Like, I'm gonna be in the storm, but you can absolutely tank the storm a little bit and still be completely fine. There is a certain point where if you're in the storm for too long, you just get insta-killed. I think if you're in there for maybe like 5 minutes or something, you just start getting insta-killed by it. And that's obviously not so fantastic. Neither is where I just fell. That's not too great. That's okay. We'll figure it out. I said I was going into the storm, so we're going into the storm. I'm hoping for a Spirit Spring, but, you know, I do have a Warming Stone. There should be a Grace. We should be okay. Actually, this is just going to restore my HP here. So you don't need to drink a flask. Just accept it. You'll get the flask, and also it will restore your HP. So that's useful. And I'm going to hit up this Grace. I'm going to be going here, because I got a Stone Sword key, so I might as well do that. Effort Gale. And now I'm at the point where I don't really want to be spending too much time on the easier POIs. I kind of want to be doing the harder ones, and the Effort Gales are like one of the hardest ones. It's like The area in the middle, the formidable bosses, are kind of the same level, and Evergales are slightly beneath, and then it's like the camps and the forts and the castles. So we made it out safely, and we used a couple of uses of our flask. I'm probably going to use another one as I'm starting this fight, but that is okay. It's not the worst thing ever. So depending on what this is, I'm probably gonna ulti. Let's see. Ah, it's a Bloodhound Knight, and I'm doing quite a lot of damage. If he starts annoying me, then I'll ulti. For now, we're okay though. I'll take the crit. He was trying to dodge the arrows, but didn't go so well for him. Yeah, I'm gonna buff my physical damage negation. The 10,000 runes is also pretty useful, but physical damage negation is more useful, so that's why I went with that. I actually am going to do this because I would like to have a smithing stone so that I can upgrade my weapon later. So what you do in these tunnels is you just rush through them as quickly as you can, looking for a certain enemy. Sometimes it's like a Godric Knight, but a strong one, and sometimes it's like a pumpkin head. This time it's a pumpkin head. Actually, I'm going to use my ulti on this guy because they're a little bit strong and they got a little bit of health, so we're just going to use the ulti to speed things up a bit here, and then we're just going to run right back out the way we came. No, we're not actually. We're going to run out the other way. There's always two entrances slash exits to these places. I think this exit's going to be better for me. Maybe not. We shall see. Well, that's not. Oh no, it is the right way. Just gotta keep going up. And this should be the exit. Lovely. So, probably don't have so much time left in the day. I'm gonna try and do a little bit of... Oh, yes, that's nice. That's what we want. Come here, Leonine. Oh my god. I'm sorry. Okay, let's just heal up. Yeah. He's not hitting me with that twice. Oh, looks like your guard's broken. Just keeping an eye on that enemy behind me. Alright, very good. Gonna heal up because I'm not too sure if a Grace is gonna spawn here. Improved range weapon attacks, stamina recovery speed. We're gonna be taking this. I'm gonna be taking this for my normal weapon. Always remember to swap out your default weapon when you have something better, because remember that does not give you any passive buffs at all. Now, what I'm gonna do, I've got a couple of options here. I'm gonna try and clear out the boss at the castle. I don't think I'm gonna have enough time if the ring is like here or here or up here, but if the ring ends up being down here, then I will have enough time. But instead of killing the boss at the top, I'm going to be trying to kill the normal enemies, and that's A, souls, B, more perks instead of like one better one, and then C, I get some butterflies. Oh, the thing is here, that's actually really nice. Okay, that went well. Gotta kill this guy too. I am backed up against a wall here, and that is why my ability is so useful. I think you're gonna start blocking now. Oh, you didn't. That's surprising. Alright, you are dead. You are dead as well. I am going to take my increased runes. Still gonna be useful. I'm gonna get to level 15, which is nice. There are some butterflies here. Now, these buff your physical and fire damage negation, which is obviously extremely useful for Tricephalos, which is why I wanted to head to this area, because there are always a lot of them here. They're like guaranteed spawns in this area, so they're very, very useful to go to. And that's why I always like, at some point in my runs, going to this area, and you and your teammates can get them as well. You can all kind of run into it and all get the same buff, which is nice. Yeah, that was weird. I couldn't dodge the start of it and the end of it at the same time. This is not Mighty Shot, it's Enhanced Shot, so I think we're just gonna have to wait for you to attack. This guy just firebombed me. You have... No, you're not giving me anything. That's okay. One of these guys is going to give you something. I am going to heal, just to make sure. I prefer this guy because he doesn't have a shield, so better for Iron Eye to fight against. I don't really need to use my ability there. Are you going to give me a perk? One of these guys is going to give me a perk. Just keeping an eye on the ring. Probably have time for one more. Gonna be in the storm for a second, but that's okay. Because I want these butterflies. Just gonna do this, so that I don't take damage from the storm. You've got a shield. I think we're just gonna head out. It would have been nice to kill him, because I'm pretty sure he would have given me the perk. But I got 2 butterflies, so I'm happy with that. I'm gonna mark this so I know where I'm actually going. I'm gonna start heading out this way. Oh, I might have time for one of these guys. No, there's 3 of them there. I could just grab the butterflies here. So it's useful to know those spawns every now and then. I think I have time for one of you at least. By ultieds, I could probably get you both. Oh, all 3, alright. Bring it on, I like a challenge. Okay, you're dead, now it's just 2. Nice. Then there was 1. I don't like this guy. He's got a shield. Right. I wonder if you're gonna give me a perk. There it is. Lowest FP consumption, sure. I had to choose that one quickly because these people have just spawned. And I've forgotten what these are called, actually. Omen something. Omen... I don't know. Omen something, anyway. Just activating my surge sprint to dodge those. Poorly. Alright. And now we fight you. Doing the same thing as the last guy. Very original. Oh my god, I got hit by them as well. I guess I gotta roll them. Thought the surge sprint would dodge it, but perhaps not. Right, who we got? Nameless King? No, Fellow Omen. Alright. Ah, yeah, the enemies were probably a tell, actually. Normally, the enemies before the boss and the boss correlate to each other. Doing okay there? Dodge. Dodge. Oh, that's useful. I didn't realize the graves could do that. That's actually super handy. I let the weak point run out there. Accidentally. I want to activate it again, though. Okay, so now when he does this, you want to dodge at the right time or run. I'm going to dodge at the right time because it looks cooler. But you can also just escape it via surge sprint. Just keep shooting from far away. I just broke his weak point, which is nice. Gonna use it again when he starts getting close and I start getting uncomfortable. He's gonna run towards... Oh, he didn't do the running towards me one. While he's doing that, I'm just gonna keep shooting him. He's getting pretty low. There we go. Weak point broke, and now he's dead. Watch out for these, because they'll still kill you if you walk into him, so you gotta be a little bit careful still. Character skill cooldown time reduction. Yeah, that's the most useful one here. I don't really need any FP. I do need FP if I have the Barrage Ash of War, but I don't have that on any of my bows, so that's okay. So we're gonna go ahead and travel into the Spirit Shelter. It's always nice to finish on 7 flasks, so you get 6 from all of the churches. You keep getting flasks until you have 6, and then you always get a flask from killing the second boss on day 2. So we are max level. Let's go, and I still got 120,000 souls. So I cannot upgrade my black bow, and both of these I can upgrade, but they're still going to be doing less damage. And also, I like the periodical glint blades on this bow anyways, that's fine. Just on the off chance I want to use this for some reason, I guess I will upgrade it because it does pack quite a punch. And now, oh, I can buy this. I had no idea this was a thing in solo. That's useful, so that's obviously pretty good to buy. But what I normally buy, even at duos, is 2 warming stones and then 2 of these things as well. I'm going to take that for the poison, boosting my physical damage negation. And then I will actually take this. Steadily restores HP for a time. instead of the other warming stone, I guess. So now I've got 2 warming stones, 2 boiled crabs, and then 1 wending grace as well. So I've got 1 wending grace, which is going to save me once, and then I also have like the normal thing you get for solos, which is going to save you if I die anyway. So yeah, here we go. My ulti's fully charged. Sometimes it's good to wait in that area for your ulti to charge, but I don't need to because it's fully charged already. I was drinking water. Right, here we go. Using ability while they are running towards me, I'm going to roll this. And that. Now he's going to leap towards me, I'd say, if I keep shooting him with arrows. There it is. Use ability while they're coming towards you, and then just follow up with an arrow. Dodge this. Use ability while they're running towards you. It's going to be a pretty repetitive fight until I run out of my ability usages. And, oh my god, he's phasing already. Watch out for that fireball, because that does kill you. It does a lot of damage. So now I gotta run away for a second. Alright. I'm gonna ulti, because I don't feel super comfortable. I'm gonna heal. I ultied because it gave me iframes while also doing damage, and I wanted the iframes because I wasn't too sure about, you know, who was attacking me and all that type of stuff. Because they were all doing their scary chargey attacks, like now. One of them's gonna shoot fire in a second, I'd imagine. One of them did it. I'd like it if you all kind of morphed back into the same guy, if you wouldn't mind. Would appreciate it. There it is. That's what we like to see. Just keep maintaining my distance. If they get close, just keep using your abilities. I'm actually gonna pop my boiled crab. That's not what I meant to do, but that's okay. And I might actually pop this as well. Just get that active in the background, and now I'm gonna heal because I was getting low from the abilities I was trying to activate. Right, make sure my weak point stays active. Break the weak point. Use my heavy attack while they're close so that all 3 arrows hit. Yeah, well, that did lots of damage. Just gonna heal, I'd rather play it safe. And now they're dead. So there you go. You had 2 floss left over. I also had the Wending Grace and the normal thing that you get when you play solos. So that is all. That's gonna be it for this video. I hope this was of some use to you. If you'd like to see me do this for any other bosses or as any other characters, then do let me know in the comments down below, and I will go ahead and do that. For now, I think I'll probably post like 1 or 2 more videos by the time you're seeing this one of me doing this for the next 2 bosses as Iron Eye. But maybe I'll just do the bosses and skip out the whole planning stages or something. I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below what you would like to see. So, yeah, there you have it. Oh, let's see if we got any good relics, actually. Proof stance breaking while two-handing isn't bad. Halberd attack power is good for Guardian. Got a thing for Revenant. Okay, nothing crazy. Nothing too crazy. Well, there you have it, folks. Thank you so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to be it for this video. If you liked it, leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Farewell.